Today, I want to talk about something very useful in English. It helps us talk about life experiences, achievements, and recent actions. Yes, I am talking about the present perfect tense. Many learners find it confusing, but it becomes easy when we use real examples from daily life. I'll keep the sentences short and clear so you can understand everything quickly.
Yes, present perfect is helpful because it connects the past with the present moment. The basic structure is simple. Have, has, plus past participle, third form. We use have with I, you, we, they, and has with he, she, it. When we use the third form, we show that something happened before now, but it has importance right now. For example, I have finished my homework.
That's right. We also use present perfect when we talk about experiences. We don't say the exact time, we only say that something has happened at some point in life. For example, I have visited Turkey. The sentence does not tell when I visited, but it tells that the experience is part of my life now. Many people confuse this with the past simple, but they are different.
Exactly. Past simple is used when the time is known or mentioned. For example, I visited Turkey in 2021. The time is clear. But present perfect hides the exact time. It focuses on the result, not the date. This is why English speakers use it often when sharing achievements. For example, she has won an award. It shows the achievement matters today.
A common part of present perfect is the words just, already, and yet. These words add meaning. Just means something happened a short time ago. For example, I have just eaten. Already means something happened earlier than expected. For example, I have already finished the project. And yet is used in negative or question sentences to show something has not happened until now. For example, I haven't eaten yet.
Yes, these words make the meaning more clear. Another useful part is talking about life experiences. For example, I have seen that movie. She has never traveled by train. They have climbed a mountain. These sentences show what we have done at some time in life. Present perfect is perfect for storytelling when we don't want to focus on dates.
Let me share some examples from daily life. If I cleaned my room and now the room is clean, I say, I have cleaned my room. The result is important now. If I finished my breakfast a minute ago, I say, I have eaten breakfast. If I bought new shoes recently, I say, I have bought new shoes. These small sentences show how simple the structure is.
That's helpful. I also want to explain how we use present perfect to talk about actions that continue until now. When something started in the past and is still happening, we use present perfect with the word for or since. For example, I have lived here for 5 years. Or, she has worked here since 2020. The action started in the past but has not ended.
Good point. Many students mix up for and since. Let's keep it simple. For means a period of time, like 2 days, 3 years, or 10 minutes. Since means the starting point, like Monday, 2010, or morning. For example, I have studied English for 2 hours. Or, I have studied English since morning. Short, clear, and correct.
Another thing learners struggle with is the difference between been and gone. Been means someone visited a place and came back. Gone means the person is still away. For example, she has been to London. That means she visited and returned. But she has gone to London means she is in London right now.
Present perfect is also used when the time is not finished. For example, when we talk about this week, this month, or this year. For example, I have worked hard this week. The week is still going, so the sentence is perfect. Another example, we have watched 3 movies this month.
Yes, these time expressions show that the time is still active. If the time is over, we use past simple. For example, I worked hard last week. The week is finished, so the tense changes. Present perfect keeps us connected to the present.
Another use of present perfect is when something has changed over time. For example, technology has improved or the city has grown. These sentences show development, change, or progress. It helps us compare the past and now without giving exact dates.
Students also ask about questions in present perfect. The structure is have has plus subject plus past participle. For example, have you seen this movie? Has she finished her work? These questions ask about experience or recent actions. The answers can be simple. Yes, I have. No, I haven't.
Let's talk about common mistakes. Many people say, I have ate or I have saw. That is wrong. The third form is needed. So we say, I have eaten, I have seen. Another mistake is adding a time like yesterday. We cannot say, I have gone yesterday. Instead, we say, I went yesterday.
These mistakes are normal, but with practice, they disappear. A good tip is to learn the common third forms. For example, eaten, given, taken, written, broken, driven, spoken, gone, seen, done. These forms make present perfect smooth. You can keep a list and review it daily.
Let's use present perfect in a real-life conversation. For example, I have cooked dinner. I have lost my keys. I have washed the dishes. I have cleaned the car. These are daily actions that matter now. They show results in the present.
Yes, and when we ask someone about their achievements, present perfect is perfect. For example, have you learned a new skill? Have you traveled to another country? Have you tried a new dish? These are natural conversation starters.
Another practical use is when telling someone about news. For example, the teacher has announced the results. The company has hired new staff. The weather has changed. These sentences sound natural and common.
Present perfect also works well when we describe improvement. For example, you have improved your English. She has become more confident. They have learned many skills. This shows development over time.
Sometimes present perfect connects with emotions. For example, I have felt tired lately. She has been happy this week. They have been worried about exams. These short sentences sound natural.
Let's also practice never. For example, I have never driven a car. She has never eaten sushi. They have never visited Europe. Never helps us talk about experiences we have not had in life.
And we can use ever in questions. For example, have you ever played guitar? Have you ever climbed a mountain? Have you ever studied French? These questions ask about life experiences.
Let's talk about habits or repeated actions too. Sometimes we use present perfect to show repeated past actions. For example, I have visited that place many times. She has watched the movie 3 times. These sentences show repetition from past until now.
I also want to talk about unfinished time. For example, I have studied a lot today. The day is still going. She has worked hard this morning. Morning may still be active in the context. Present perfect fits perfectly.
Students often ask about telling stories. Present perfect is used at the start to give background. For example, I have just arrived. Then the story continues in past simple, but the introduction uses present perfect to show a fresh action.
Present perfect also helps when we talk about results we can see. For example, I have painted the walls. They look new. She has baked a cake. It smells good. These show effect plus result.
Before ending, let's repeat the key points. Present perfect connects past actions with the present moment. It uses have, has, plus third form. It expresses experience, achievements, change, recent actions, repeated actions, and unfinished time. This makes it very powerful.
Practice makes everything easier. Try to use present perfect in small sentences every day. Use it when talking about what you have done, what you have learned, what you have achieved, and what has changed in your life.
Yes,
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep improving. English becomes easy when we use real examples from our daily life. Present perfect is not difficult when you understand the purpose behind it.
Great! That was a clear explanation. You can now use present perfect confidently.
Yes, and we will continue learning step by step.